Smile Healing Institute channel. Today's topic is quantum wealth manifestation. The neuroscience of wealth. What's up, champions? Welcome to a breakthrough session that's going to be completely revolutionize your relationship with wealth and abundance. The cutting edge science of how your brain, your consciousness, and the quantum field work together to create unlimited prosperity in your life. Now, I want you to understand something right from the start. Wealth is not luck. It's not about being born into the right family or knowing the right people. Wealth is a science. It's about understanding how your nervous system works and how your subconscious mind operates and how the quantum field responds to your energetic signature. Today, we are going to dive deep into the neuroscience of wealth creation. We are going to explore how millionaires and billionaires literally rewire their brains differently than average people. We are going to understand the quantum mechanics of abundance and how you can reprogram your either nervous system or entire nervous system for prosperity. But here is what I need you to understand. This is not just theory. This is practical, applicable science that you can start using immediately to transform your financial reality. Every technique I'm going to share with you today is backed by neuroscience research and quantum physics principles. Over the next few span of minutes, we are going to break through every limiting belief, every scarcity pattern, and every neural pathway that's keeping you from the wealth you deserve. We are going to install new software in the operating system of your mind and align your entire being with the frequency of abundance. Are you ready to quantum leap into a new financial reality? Are you ready to become the wealthy person you are born to be? Then let's dive in and transform your relationship with money forever. The neuroscience of wealth versus poverty consciousness. Listen up, because what I'm about to share with you, you will change everything you think you know about money and success. Your brain is literally wired for either wealth or poverty. Every thought you have ever thought about money, every emotion you have ever felt about success, every belief you have ever had about what's possible for you has created neural networks in your brain that either support or sabotage your financial success. Here is what neuroscience has shown us. By the time you're 35 years old, 95% of who you are is a set of memorized behaviors, emotional reactions, unconscious habits, hardwired attitudes, beliefs, and perceptions that function like a computer program. And for most people, that program is designed for survival, not prosperity. The wealthy think differently. Their brains literally function differently. Studies of millionaires shows that they have stronger neural networks in areas associated with delayed gratification, strategic thinking, and opportunity recognition. They have conditioned their nervous system to automatically look for possibilities instead of problems. But here is the incredible news. Because of neuroplasticity, you can rewire your brain at any age. You can literally install the neural networks of wealth and abundance. You can condition your nervous system to automatically think, feel, and act like a wealthy person. Let me tell you about the scarcity brain versus the abundance brain. When you're operating from scarcity, your brain is stuck in survival mode. The stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline are constantly flowing through your system, shutting down your higher brain functions. You literally cannot access creativity, strategic thinking, or opportunity recognition when you are in survival mode. The scarcity brain is always focused on what's wrong, what's missing, what might go wrong. It sees the world as a dangerous place when there is not enough to go around. It makes decisions based on fear, lack, and limitations. But the abundance brain, That's a completely different operating system. When you are in abundant state, your brain produces different chemical entirely. Dopamine for motivation and drive, serotonin for confidence and leadership, oxytocin for connection and trust, GABA for calm, focus, and clarity. In the abundant state, blood flows to your frontal lobe, the CEO of your brain. This is where you access creativity, strategic thinking, and the ability to see patterns and opportunities that others miss. This is where breakthrough ideas come from. This is where million-dollar insights are born. Tony Robbins talks about this all the time. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of the questions you ask. Poor people ask poor questions. Why me? Why can't I get ahead? Why is money so hard? Wealthy people ask wealthy questions. How can I create value? How can I solve this problem? How can I turn this challenge into an opportunity? But it goes deeper than just questions. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research shows that your thoughts produce chemicals, and those chemicals becomes emotions. If you have been thinking poverty thoughts and feeling scarcity emotions for years, your body has become addicted to the chemistry of lack. It literally craves the familiar feelings of struggle and limitations. This is why lottery winners often end up broke again. They have the money, but they still have the neural networks of poverty. Their subconscious mind, which controls 95% of their behavior, is still programmed for struggle. So, the unconscious is sabotage their success to return to the familiar state of lack. The quantum field and wealth creation. Now, let's talk about the quantum mechanics of wealth creation, because this is where science gets absolutely mind-blowing. Quantum physics has shown that reality exists as infinite possibilities until consciousness collapses those possibilities into a single experience. Right now, there are infinite versions of your financial future existing as pure potential in the quantum field. There is a version where you're struggling financially, and there is a version where you're abundantly wealthy. There is every possible variation in between. Which reality becomes your experience? The one you observe, think about, and feel into most consistently, the one your consciousness collapses through your attention, intention, and emotional state. Here is what most people don't understand is you're not trying to attract wealth from outside yourself. Wealth already exists as a possibility in the quantum field. Your job is to align your consciousness with that possibility so completely that it has no choice but to become your reality. Think about this. Every billionaire started with same raw materials you have right now. Consciousness, creativity, and access to the quantum field of infinite possibilities. The difference is they learn to think, feel, and act from the end results. They embodied the consciousness of wealth before they had the physical manifestation. Jeff Bezos did not create Amazon by thinking like a poor person. He thought like someone who could revolutionize commerce. Oprah Winfrey did not build her empire by operating from scarcity consciousness. She embodied abundance and possibility from the very beginning. When you truly understand quantum physics, you realize that your financial circumstances are not separate from your consciousness. They are your consciousness made more manifest. Change your consciousness and you change your circumstances. It's not magic, the quantum mechanics. It's absolutely quantum mechanics. Okay. The quantum field responds to your energetic signature, the combination of your thoughts and emotions. When you think thoughts of abundance, when you feel emotions of gratitude, excitement, and possibility, you are broadcasting a clear signal into the field. The field has no choice but to respond by reorganizing matter and circumstances to match that signal. But here is the key that most people miss. You have to feel wealthy before you become wealthy. You have to embody the emotions of financial success before the money shows up. This is not pretending or fantasizing. This is quantum physics. The field responds to your authentic emotional state, not your current circumstances. This is why visualization alone does not work. If you're visualizing wealth while feeling poor, you're sending mixed signals. The field responds to the strongest signal, which is usually your emotional state, not your mental images. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research shows that when you combine clear intention with elevated emotion, you create what's called heart-brain coherence. In this state, your heart generates a powerful electromagnetic field that can influence matter at a distance. You literally become a magnet for the experience that match your internal state. Reprogramming your wealth blueprint. All right, now you're going to get into the nitty-gritty of reprogramming your subconscious mind for wealth. This is where the real transformation happens. Your subconscious mind is like a computer. It runs whatever programs has been installed. For most people, those programs were installed in childhood. When you are in a highly suggestible state, every time your parents argued about money, every time you heard, we can't afford that, every time you witnessed financial stress, you were downloading programs about what money means and what's possible for you. These programs are running 95% of your brain without even knowing it. You might consciously want to be wealthy, but if your subconscious is programmed for struggle, it will sabotage your effort every single time. Here is how Tony Robbins puts it. Your financial thermostat is set at a certain level, and no matter how much money you make, you will find a way to get back to that comfort zone. So let's say if your thermostat is set for some 50 lakh rupees or 1 crore rupees a year, you'll unconsciously make decisions that keep you at that level. But if you reset that thermostat to higher income or a lifestyle, your subconscious mind will work just as hard to achieve that new level. Very simple. Okay. So how do you reprogram your wealth blueprint? You have to get into theta brain waves, the same state you were in when those original programs were installed. In theta, your analytical mind relaxes and your subconscious becomes highly receptive to new programming. The neuroscience teaches us that the best time to access theta is during meditation or right before sleep and upon waking. This is when you can literally rewire or rewrite your story about money and success. Here is a powerful technique. In a relaxed state, imagine yourself as a child receiving new messages about money. See your younger self being told that you're worthy of abundance, that money is a tool for good, that wealth allows you to serve others at a higher level. Feel the emotions of safety, possibility, and worthiness flooding your system. Your adult self can literally reparent your inner child around money. You can install the wealthy beliefs you wish you had received from the beginning. Another powerful approach is future self-visualization. Connect with the version of you who have already achieved your financial goals. How do they think? How do they feel? How do they make decisions? How do they handle money? How do they show up in the world? The more vividly you can experience being your wealthy future self, the more your brain starts to believe that this person is who you really are. Your subconscious begins to align your behavior with this new identity. But here is what crucial. You have to embody this wealth identity now, not wait until you have the money. You have to start making decisions from abundance consciousness today. You have to start treating yourself like someone who deserves prosperity. You have to start thinking, feeling, and acting like the wealthy person you are becoming. This doesn't mean spending money you don't have. It means operating from a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. It means making decisions based on possibility rather than fear. It means investing in yourself and your growth because that's wealthy people do. Remember, your brain is always trying to close the gap between your internal representation of yourself and your external reality. When you consistently embody wealth consciousness, your brain automatically start looking for ways to become your external reality match your internal state. The physiology of wealth. Now, let's talk about something most people never consider, the physiology of wealth. Your body has to be aligned with abundance consciousness or your nervous system will sabotage your success. The world's best speaker has always taught that success is 80% psychology and 20% strategy. But psychology and physiology are connected. You cannot have wealthy thoughts while your body is in a state of survival stress. You cannot make great decisions when your nervous system is dysregulated. You can test it and also experiment with it. When you're chronically stressed about money, your body produces cortisol and adrenaline. These stress hormones literally shrink your brain over time. They shut down your immune system, disrupt your sleep, and make it impossible to access the higher brain functions you need for wealth creation. Stress makes you stupid. It makes you reactive instead of creative. It makes you focus on immediate survival instead of long-term prosperity. This is why poor people often make poor decisions. They are operating from a dysregulated nervous system. But wealthy people have learned to regulate their nervous system. They have trained their body to stay calm under pressure, to remain resourceful in challenging situations, to maintain confidence even when facing uncertainty. Here is how you start training your physiology for wealth. Every morning, before you check your phone or think about your problems, spend 10 minutes conditioning your nervous system for success. Stand up tall with your shoulders back and your chest open. This is the posture of confidence and abundance. Breathe deeply and rhythmatically. Deep breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system. The rest and digest state with creativity and strategic thinking are possible. Now, while maintaining this powerful physiology, think about your financial goals and feel the emotions of already having achieved them. Feel grateful for the abundance that's coming. Feel excited about the opportunities you are creating. Feel confident in your ability to succeed. You are literally conditioning your nervous system to associate wealth with positive emotions instead of stress and anxiety. You are training your body to support your financial success instead of sabotage it. The neuroscience research shows that when you practice this consistently, you create new neural pathways, and that makes abundance consciousness automatic. Your body starts to crave the elevated emotions of success instead of the familiar emotions of struggle. There is another powerful technique. Throughout your day, do physiology checks. Ask yourself, what is my body telling me about my relationship with my money right now? Are your shoulders tensed with worry? Is your breathing shallow with anxiety? Is your posture collapsed with defeat? The moment you notice the stress, physiology immediately changes. Or immediately change it. Stand up, move your body, breathe deeply, smile. Your physiology leads your psychology. Change your body and you change your state. Change your state, you change your results. Wealthy people have mastered their physiology. They know how to access peak states on demand. They know how to maintain confidence under pressure. They know how to stay resourceful when others are panic. Quantum wealth activation techniques. Now, I'm going to give you specific techniques to activate quantum wealth consciousness. These are not just mental exercises. They are scientific protocols for reprogramming your entire system for abundance. Technique 1, the Wealthy Future Self Protocol. Every morning, spend 15 minutes connecting with the version of you who has already achieved your financial goals. Don't just visualize this person, become this person. Feel their confidence, their gratitude, their sense of contribution. Think their thoughts, feel their emotions, make decisions from their perspective. The key is to make this so real that your entire nervous system cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. When you do this consistently, your brain starts to believe that your wealthy future self is who you really are. It begins to align your behavior accordingly. Technique number 2, the abundance frequency meditation. Enter a meditative state and imagine yourself dissolving into the quantum field of infinite possibilities of abundance. Feel yourself as pure consciousness swimming in an ocean of unlimited prosperity. Connect with the knowing that abundance is your natural state. Abundance is your birthright. That the universe is infinitely abundant and that you are a unique expression of that abundance. From this expanded state, set clear intentions for your financial reality. But don't ask the universe for wealth, command it. Declare your prosperity from the authority of your true nature as an abundant being. Technique 3, money energy clearing. Sit quietly and bring to mind your current relationship about money or with money. Notice any tension, fear, guilt, or shame that arises. These are energetic blocks that prevent abundance from flowing to you. Now, consciously choose to release these old energies, breathe them out with deep exhalations. Replace them with feelings of gratitude, excitement, and worthiness. You're literally clearing your energetic field to allow more abundance to flow. Technique number 4, the wealth embodiment exercise. Choose a specific amount of money that represents your next financial goal. Now, spend each day and also spend each time acting as if you already have this money. How would you feel? How do you treat yourself and others? How would you make decisions? How would you show up in the world? Embody this wealthy version of yourself in small ways throughout your day. Dress a little better. Stand a little taller. Speak with more confidence and conviction. Treat yourself with more respect. You are literally conditioning your nervous system to be comfortable with the energy of wealth. Technique number 5, the quantum field activation. Place your hand on your heart and generate feelings of deep gratitude for the abundance that's already there in your life. As this emotion builds, imagine it expanding beyond your body and connecting with the quantum field of infinite possibilities. From this state of gratitude and connection, hold a clear vision of your financial goals. Feel them as already real, already achieved. You are broadcasting a coherent signal into the field that must respond by reorganizing circumstances to match your vision. Technique number 6, The abundance anchor. Create a physical anchor for wealth consciousness. This could be a specific gesture, a piece of jewelry, or a phrase you repeat, or a switch word, etc. Every time you are in peak state of abundance consciousness, activate this anchor. Over time, just using this anchor will instantly shift you into wealth consciousness. Practice these techniques daily. Consistency is everything. You are literally rewiring your brain and reconditioning your nervous system. The more you practice, the more automatic wealth consciousness becomes. Breaking through wealth blocks. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The unconscious blocks that sabotage your financial success, even if you do everything right, even if you have hidden blocks around money, success, or worthiness, they will undermine your efforts. Most wealth blocks were formed in childhood and operate below the level of conscious awareness. They show up as self-sabotage patterns, fear of success, imposter syndrome, or the unconscious beliefs that you don't deserve prosperity. Here are the most common wealth blocks and how to clear them. Block number 1. Money is evil or corrupt. If you grew up believing that money corrupts people or that wealthy people are bad, your subconscious will protect you from becoming evil by becoming or keeping you poor. Reframe. Money is simply a tool. It amplifies who you already are. If you're a good person, money will help you do more good in the world. Block number 2. I don't deserve wealth. These feelings of unworthiness will sabotage every opportunity for abundance. You must reprogram this at the cellular level. Daily affirmations. I'm worthy of abundance. I deserve prosperity. The universe wants me to thrive. Block number 3. If I succeed, others will suffer. Scarcity mindset believes there is not enough to go around. But wealth creation is not a zero-sum game. When you create value and prosperity, you lift others up with you. Your success gives others permission to succeed. Block number 4. I might lose it all. Fear of loss keeps many people playing small. But the biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. Wealthy people understand that some level of risk is necessary for growth. They focus on opportunity rather than danger. To clear these blocks, you must bring them into conscious awareness and choose new beliefs. Like techniques, use EFT tapping, journaling, or therapy to process the emotions around these blocks. Replace or reframe limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Surround yourself with people who support your financial success. Remember, your blocks are not permanent. They are just old programmings that can be rewritten. Every block you clear makes room for more abundance to flow into your life. Your quantum wealth activation. We have covered a lot of ground today, but I want you to leave you with this. Everything you need to create unlimited wealth already exists within you. You have access to the same quantum field that every billionaire or a millionaire has used to create their fortune. You have the same creative capacity, the same infinite potential. The only difference is between you and someone living in abundant prosperity is the programming of their nervous system and your nervous system and the way they consistently shows up energetically. Starting today, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. Commit to conditioning your nervous system for wealth. Commit to embodying abundance consciousness. Commit to thinking, feeling, and acting like the wealthy person you are born to be. Remember, what the world's best speaker always says is success leaves clues. Study wealthy people, model their psychology, their physiology, their daily habits, install their software into your own nervous system. And remember what neuroscience teaches? You have to become someone else to have something else. Stop being the person who struggles with money and become the person who creates wealth effortlessly and contribute to the world in a massive way. The quantum field is responding to you right now. Every thought you think, every emotions you feel, every choice you make is either moving you towards financial abundance or away from it. Choose abundance, choose prosperity, choose to become the wealthy version of yourself that already exists in a quantum field of infinite possibilities. Your financial breakthrough is not coming, it's here now, waiting for you to claim it. The only question is, are you ready to step into your power as a quantum wealth creator? The universe is abundant. You are abundant. It's time to let your external reality catch up with this truth. Go out there and create the wealth you deserve. Your abundant future starts now. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.